Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Imari, also known as SoulStyleBeauty, and I'm so happy that you guys are back watching another video. And today is going to be me filming a video for my fave series, which is one of you guys' favorite types of videos on my channel. And I haven't been doing that, and it's been convicting me because I'm like, I have to get back to keeping the main thing. But anyways, I did something different to my hair. If you know, let me know. This is still Glam Star Hair. I have a review on this hair, so if you would like to look at that review, I'll link it down below. I just wanted to talk about a topic that got laid on my heart because I think that this is something that I constantly struggle with, and some of you guys may struggle with this as well, and it's fighting against the I mentality. We live in a world where everything is done fast and we expect things to go our way. We follow the desires of our own will. And basically, it's in your strength that you get everything you want. For you, it's different, and you're on a different path than everybody else. But you're in this constant battle with that I mentality of the world versus what God wants you to do in His timing. So first off, let me break down that I mentality because I'm reading a devotional with my baby, my boyfriend, and we read these devotionals and have a discussion for them every single Saturday. So one devotional really stuck out when this I mentality came up, and I love how they put it together, and it says, the world system is empowered by the three I's: increase your possessions, impress others, and indulge yourself. So basically everything is about yourself, and it's in your own timing. At the end of the day, if you don't work, nothing's going to get done. But as Christians, even in one of the Psalms, it says that our promotion comes from the Lord and no one else. It doesn't come from man. So at the end of the day, we are not like the world in that aspect. So I wanted to talk about this topic today because I know that I have different areas in my life where it's like, God, I feel stagnant and I want a promotion and I want to be somewhere else. I just want to be in a different place and it's not happening. And sometimes it's very frustrating. I'm not going to lie. Usually I can analyze my feelings and my thoughts or what triggered that. And it's usually that whole I mentality. As Christians, we must always remind ourselves that promotion comes from the Lord. When He wants us to move on to another place, when He wants to take us to another area of our lives, it's going to depend on Him. I just came up with just a few things to talk about to help you in these areas when just fighting against that I mentality of the world. One of the things that I've been doing is guarding my heart. Watch what you're reading, watch what you're listening to, watch what you're taking in, because if you let that sit within you for so long, you start believing those things. So when I see things like, oh, work harder, try harder, you can have the life you want, at the end of the day, I know that everything I want is not everything that God wants me to do. It can be a good idea, but not a God idea, and that's very important. So you have to realize when you're trying to work in your own strength to do the things you want to do versus working with the strength that God provides you and on doing the things that He wants you to do. Those are two different things. The second thing that really helps me is to, Imar, are you working towards a purpose? Like, what is your motive for working towards what you want to work on? A lot of people, yes, they can have successful businesses, they can have successful YouTube channels. Are you, as a Christian, which is your goal, to preach the gospel and make disciples? Is that glorifying God? Is your motives under everything that you do glorifying God? I enjoy my makeup tutorials and I enjoy my hair tutorials, but at the end of the day, the meat, the core, and the heart, like I said, of this channel is my fake videos. So make sure that whatever you're doing is the right motives, and it's not just to, like that I mentality, to increase your possessions and to impress others. You want to make sure there's purpose in everything that you do. Purpose. So make sure that whatever you're going after, you want God to promote you, to do all these things in your life, make sure that you have the right motives, that there's a purpose underlying that whole desire. The third thing that I stress is just remind yourself of what God spoke to you, because everybody around you doesn't know what God spoke to you and told you and has planned for your life. He has a plan for each one of our lives, and that's stated in His word, Jeremiah 29:11. Sometimes we even have loved ones, friends that's like, yo, you need to get out of this situation, or you need to work a little harder. What is God telling you? Not what your friends are telling you, what your family is telling you, because that can really rush you into a season that God didn't even equip you for, didn't even prepare you for. So you want to make sure that you're always moving on the pace that God has put you on. The next thing I would say to fight against this I mentality of the world is just be patient within the process. Everywhere that we are right now is just preparing you for the next step. And I can say that because this is something that I've learned myself, because sitting in my day-to-day, I'm like, I'm not really learning anything. This is stagnant. But then I'm like, hey, I'm learning patience. Like, my patience is amazing. I'm like, yo, when I have kids, I hope that my patience is like this, because it is to a T. Like, and I thank God for it. So just little things like that, you have to learn how to be patient within the process, because He's giving us new characteristics and changing us and molding us and just developing us. And that right there, you should be thankful for. Lastly, I would just say, surrender it all to the Lord, wait on Him, and stay plugged and prayed up, because it's so important. Because like I said, it can be a couple of days that's really good, and you have this faith that's like, God, I trust in you, I believe that these things will come to pass. But then it can be one day where it's like your faith is on an ultimate low point, or you have no faith at all, and you have to really remind yourself and say, God, like, help me to know that you have a plan for my life, that these things will come to pass. Lord, I pray that if this is in your will, that you will open up doors and opportunities, Lord God. And just keep an honest, open communication between God and yourself. And I'm telling you, you would stay on His path. It's nothing like walking in the will of God, knowing that God's hands is on what you're doing. And that's why you are succeeding. This may not be on the world's timing, where you see everybody, working hard or doing this and they're succeeding. But at the end of the day, if God has His hands on whatever you want to do, you will get there. You would get there. So I hope that this video encouraged you guys. I'm so happy that I'm back with my faith video. Hey. So I'm so happy. If you guys were encouraged, leave it down below. If you want me to pray for you, leave it down below. Have any prayer requests. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, loves.